What's up, my dudes? So I wanted to come in here and talk about this new patch. Finally, they actually come out with some sort of update that's, apparently supposed to be fixing things in the game as far as, actual cornering and whip. Scrub whip. They call it scrubs in the game, but it's basically their whip system. So this is the first update I've really seen on that's actually changing the bike itself in any kind of way. So, yeah, fuck all that shit. I'm not going to read all that. I'll just read these bottom little points here. So it's add online championships, and now the championships can be done online. This is where it gets big right here, okay? Tweaked physics for cornering and scrub maneuver. All right? So, I mean, if this don't go to show you there was issues with the whips, I don't know what does. Just saying that. Okay, and it says increased credits earning. I'm guessing that's just overall improved track editor modules. I don't know if that just means they're improved or if there's actually more. I'm kind of doubting there's more, but we'll take a quick little look at that. Tweak plate number, size, customization, weirdest bug in the game. Can't believe that was even a bug after it's basically the same exact, plate customization as it's been in the past 5 games. Like, how is that still a goddamn bug? But either way, finally they fixed that. Fixed unlock Inferno boost. Fixed unlock number 1 rider customization. Donald Brab trophy. Fix. Little fixes. Minor online fixes. Minor UI fixes. Minor graphic fixes. But anyways, okay. But I am really happy, alright, that they're actually going in here and trying to attempt to change the physics of the whip physics. You know what I'm saying? That's really... That is a major thing I was thinking they needed to improve upon very, very quickly. And apparently they said tweaked the corner physics as well. So, hang on just a second. Let me get to a bigger jump again. Okay. I know the last time they added a, Lindo on the Whoopskis. See if we can get off of this main triple. Shit. Kind of came up a little short there. Whoa. Okay, so yes. The whips do look sped up, like I said they were going to do or should do, very, very quickly. Looks like the whip animation is sped up, so that's grade A. Fucking awesome. Glad you're fixing that. All right, that right there did feel nearly twice as fast as an animation as it did beforehand. But I can feel it right away that it's different, right? It's not so subtle that you can't even feel the difference. I can certainly feel it right away. I know the last time they did a whip update, I think it was like on MXGP Pro or one of those games, it was so damn subtle you could barely even feel it. But this, oh yeah, shit. Yeah, you can feel that. They sped up the damn animation. That's what they did. I can tell you that right off the bat. The animation of the whip itself is at least twice as fast. And pulling it back around, see, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. One of the easiest ways to fix the whips from the beginning would be just speed up the animation. It just puts you in a slow motion whip animation mode, and that was the issue with it. I mean, straight up, like, it just needed to be sped up in general, and not only will the speeding it up help you get it out farther and make it look more natural and be more natural off the jump phase, but it will also help the issue with not being able to pull it back around, right? It was almost like the speeding up the animation would help fix damn near every aspect of the whips in the game. And they certainly seem to have came in here and done that. So, milestone, thank God. Thank God, dude. Yes. Really, really happy you came in here and did this. Really happy to see these kind of changes. And this is what fans want to see right here. Really going in there and improving on your whip system, stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right, not bad, not bad. Maybe I could get it on a better track, and might be able to show this off a little better. But I'm telling you, just the way that's whipping feels twice as good as it did before. It's just so much better, like so much more. I don't know how to just fluent. You know what I'm saying? So much more just natural, like not feeling like you've got to. Give an arm and a limb to do a proper whip. I mean, it feels like you can actually do it. You know what I mean? Let me get on a different track here real quick, boys, so we can try to test this out a little better. Okay, so this is a weird thought that just kind of hit my mind right here. But what this feels like, all right, cornering and like new cornering physics and new scrub whip physics, this feels like they have just made it more like it was in the first game. And not so much like it was in MXGP Pro. Feels like they've just like It's like if you had a slider on like how much it feels like MXGP Pro and how much it feels like the first official Monster Energy Supercross game. It's like they just turn that slider more towards like the first official Monster Energy Supercross game. It's what it feels like to me. The whips feel a lot better, dude. Damn. Yes, Milestone. Which, I mean, when they were that bad as they were before, like, anything would feel better, right? Good God. But I'm going to come out here and be honest with you. It does definitely feel better. I mean, you can get the bike around. You can pull it back around like you would naturally think you'd be able to do in a game. Shit, mess that up. I'm not going to be able to whip it just to make sure I can jump it all the way. But even the cornering doesn't feel as, you know, that MXGP Pro weird, like, slide out, fall off the bike in the corner that you'll get. It feels like that is not really that much of a chance of happening at all now. Which, like, it'll still happen like that right there, but I kind of had to force it to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of had to be just blatantly stupid on how tight I was turning right there to get it to do it. But that's the difference. It feels like cornering to me. The cornering's a little bit harder to tell what it's doing. I think it's a little bit more subtle than the whips. The whip update change, but it certainly is different. I mean, the cornering is different. The whips are different. There's no doubt about it. So, I mean, yeah, dog. Hell yeah. At least you can actually fucking, like, do it now. You feel like doing it's not just such a strain and a pain and a pointless thing. God, I need to be a rapper, I swear to God. But, yo, shout out to you, Milestone. Badass. I'm really glad you came in here and did this. I know some of your DLC content kind of a little bit questionable. I don't know if you'll ever get your mind straight on that, but there are some certain things you are certainly getting better at, and I will come out here and give you applause for that. Round of applause. Like, some of you guys that think I just hate Milestone, it's not the case, man. If they come out here and really change their whips like this and make them better, I'm going to come out here and say it. This is, like, really good, dude. Really good on how they fix this. Oh, God, Spencer White saying something positive about a Milestone game? You motherfuckers are just hating just to hate, dog. Please, please. Like, dudes, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I come out here and rant about shit, because I want them to go in there and fix it and make it like this. You see what I'm saying? You're welcome, motherfuckers, by the way. If it wasn't for us coming out here and disagreeing with the whips and saying they were terrible, if we just sat back and was like, it's okay, Milestone. Good job, man. Just good job for making the game. It's all good. It's okay. It's all right. You wouldn't even have these fucking whips in the game. God damn it. Do you realize the reason why you even have this is because of us people that come out here and give real-ass opinions, don't sugarcoat shit, and just tell you what you want to hear. We tell you the real shit regardless of how many subs we're going to lose or not. We come out here and tell you the real shit because we're real dudes. It's because of us is the reason why you have this shit. We cause an uproar, therefore they think, damn, we really got to get in here and fix this. I'm not saying I'm the only person that caused it. There's a lot of people in the community that are gonna voice their opinions and rant about shit that really needs to be changed and fixed, and that's what causes the change, okay? So some of you people that just sit back and just accept anything and act like it's all good, fine, and dandy and dandelions, and ain't nothing wrong with any of these games, you need to rethink your shit, because they'll never change if that's the case. That's pretty fucking good, though. Like, I'm starting to actually be able to test the whip out now that I can actually get it back around and, you know, fluently get it going. Like, I can actually try to do different things with it now, whereas before I just tried it, you know, about 100 times and thought, damn, I'm done with this shit. I can't even do it. Like, can't even try to initiate it, right? But now you can actually initiate the shit, therefore you can actually try to do different things with it. Now I'm actually able to really start trying to lean different ways and get it to move and actually land it. And not just feel like, oh, hey, if you whip, you're probably going to wreck. That's not what it feels like anymore. It feels like you can actually do it and not just instantly wreck or not be able to pull it back around or instantly go in that slow motion mode. You can still get it far enough out there to where it's going to be hard to get her back around, but it still feels like it has somewhat of the same like flight path, like whip animation still feels somewhat the same, but it's twice as good in the aspect of the quickness of how quick it whips it. You understand what I'm saying? Twice as good in that category. Therefore, it makes the whole whip feel better. You know what I'm saying? Now it's actually where it's feeling like you can somewhat do different whips with it. You know what I mean? Like, you could see right there, I kind of did a slightly different whip than I did beforehand, right? Depending on how I'm leaning with it. So now it's really starting to have more of that vibe to it, where it really feels like you know what I mean? I can kind of, it still is a little bit difficult to do that. I'm not sitting here saying, oh my God, best whips in any motocross game ever. Holy shit. Now they're just, totally legendary level, better than Reflex, better than MX. That's not what I'm saying. All right. But what I'm trying to explain my happiness of and excitement of how shitty they were beforehand when the game first came out and how much more improved they are from that. So don't get my words twisted and thinking I'm saying this is like, oh, perfect, yes, finally, this is fucking, the best whips ever. They never ever need to be changed again. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they are light years better than what they were when the game first came out. Fucking light years, dog. This is way better. It's kind of weird right there. Didn't really initiate it, even though I turned both my thumbsticks opposite directions. So, let's see. See, now you can actually try to somewhat whip over the jump rhythms and feel like you can get it back around. So, yeah, overall, I would say, like, let's see. Let me try to do another one right here. See how good I can do it. So you can kind of, like, whip it that way where you don't whip it all the way around. It's more of like a just kind of toss it out to the side, but, like, keep your body weight on the the side of the bike and not like really whipping it all the way over. You get what I'm saying? So you can kind of do that a little bit. And I felt that when the game first came out, but the issue was you couldn't even really do it because you would just wreck because you couldn't pull the whip back around. So it was like defeating the whole purpose of the whip to begin with because of that slow motion mode it would put you in. See what I'm saying? So it was almost like you couldn't even test the whip out to see if it even was good when the game first came out because it wasn't even like doable. It wasn't even maneuverable. But now you're starting to see how it's starting to kind of break a little bit away from just that playing a standard ass one animation every time you come off a jump phase because you can actually do it now. You can actually attempt to get it all the way back around now. Thank God, This is what I was talking about when the game first came out, guys. I'm not just out here to lie to you. I'm not just out here to give you false information or just hate on a game, dude. I'm giving you the most truthful opinions I can possibly give you and the most accurate shit I can possibly humanly give you. Like, that's my goal, man. I'm out here for a positive reason, even though some things I say have to be negative. Sometimes you got to be negative to get a positive outcome. See what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. They think anytime something's negative, then it's just negative. And that person, he just hates the world. He's just negative Nelly. He's just, nothing will ever be good enough for him. He's just a terrible person. That's not the case, dude. The reason why I come in here and rant about shit and disagree with shit and say something is so terrible in a motocross game is because of how much I love motocross games and how much I want to see them get to the level I know they can be at. That's why I say what I say. It's because of the love of it is why I do it. You know what I mean? That's the purpose behind it. But it gets so misconstrued in, when a game can get as terrible as some of the milestone games have been, and you go in there, it seems like just every other thing you say about it is more of a negative thing. Well, that's just because it is what it is. It's not because I'm just being negative to be negative. It's like there's a lot of very, very, systems to these milestone games that have had to progress over a lot of games, dude. And it's taken them quite a long time to really get their shit in line. It honestly has. And going backwards with MXGP Pro is just like, oh, God, bro. But finally, they're starting to get it back around with that jump skill gap and that rhythm skill gap and getting their whips a little bit more doable here. See, now you can actually scrub it off that jump face. See how right there I kind of turned before the jump face and it didn't just automatically cause me to wreck, right? So now you can actually do more of a scrub versus a whip and kind of have that variation of scrubbing and whipping instead of just being that every single time you come off the jump phase, the same damn whip animation, and you can't really, there is no difference between scrubbing and whipping in the game. Finally, it feels like you can actually do a little bit difference with it. You know what I mean? Look at how different that whip looked from the little side, kind of just toss it out to the side a little bit whip that I did before. See, now I can actually come in here and test this shit out. Now I can actually see the different potential of the whip systems now. Right? That's what I was trying to get across in that first review I did of the game. You couldn't even hardly do it at the beginning. But now you can. So, shout outs to you, Milestone. Very, very impressed with this. Is it perfect? No. Is it twice as good as it was? Yes. For damn sure, dog. Very, very impressed right here with this. For from what you came from. Like, it's like they just injected a little bit of the smoothness of the way the whips felt in the first official Monster Energy Supercross game and the speed of it. It's like they just injected it on top of how it already felt in Supercross 2, the official video game. That's what it feels like to me. And the cornering feels that way too. It feels a little bit more like you maybe don't have as much steering in the corner. So you're not like as apt to just, turn super sharp and jackknife the bike in the corner. It feels a little bit just smoother coming around the corner. In my personal opinion, I'm not exactly sure what they changed with the cornering. That's, like I said, a lot harder to see exactly what's been done with that. But my main point of coming in here is I wanted to check out the new whip scrub animation things. It's such a huge aspect of these games. Now I feel like I can actually whip. Now I feel like I can actually do it and want to do it and want to try to do different whips, and it becomes fun. But it's like, I hate to be this kind of guy, but I fucking told you so. I told you, dudes. You weren't getting it. You weren't listening. Why else would they come in here and fix it like this if it wasn't that bad? Why else wouldn't they do it? I mean, how much more can it prove my point of my review of the game at the beginning and how bad the whips were at the beginning? They wouldn't come in here and the first thing they fix on the way the bike actually feels would not have been scrubs and whips had that not been the most critical issue with it. And that's what they came in here and fixed before anything else on the bike feeling. So, I mean, guys, like, I say this shit in a truthful way, and I try to be as realistic as I can about it and try to be as, base it off of all other motocross games and kind of how standard whips can feel in games and stuff like that. I try to be real with you on that stuff. And it just, at the end, I just try to make the game more rideable, more playable, more fun. That's what I always try to get across in the reviews and the videos and stuff. And it just, sometimes you got to be more aggressive with your opinions when it gets to a certain level. Sometimes you have to be, or it's going to seem like it's not that bad, right? And if everyone just acts like it's not really that bad, then therefore it's not going to be crunch time to try to get it changed. It's just not. But thank God they care enough to come in here and fix this, man. It means a lot that they did this, and I'm just very, very happy that they took the time to come in here and do this instead of just leaving it like it was, right? So it'll be real interesting once we get, to the next milestone game and the next milestone motocross supercross game, which will probably be out before this time next year. There will be another 2 games out. But it'll be interesting once we get, like I said, once kind of get down that road. And, then we can start talking about how overall amazing the game is. Now that they're starting to get more of that bike filling, now they're starting to get more of that skill gap. Now all they really need is just more track content. Keep advancing their on-the-bike filling, really going in there and improving on the track editor. Let me go check that out real quick. We'll see what this whole new thing with the modules are. I'm not really sure what they meant by that, but we'll check it out real quick just for the shits and giggles. Okay, so they said improved modules. Like I said, I don't know if this just meant not any new modules. It's just the ones that are already in there have been improved, right? So I don't know. Still no sand straights. That's what I was kind of expecting would have been in there. But, still same sand jumps. Looks like all the same stuff. I don't know what they meant by improved modules. But either way, sorry, I can't really, say what this is because I don't even know what they mean. I guess it might mean, the way they connect somehow. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, that's the new, whip cornering scrub update to the game. First, actual physics update to the bike. So, pretty impressed with it, man. Certainly think it'd still be improved in the future and give us some tracks where we got some bigger jumps to really test that shit on, like a better free ride compound or something. Got some better big hills or dunes or something cool like that. I think that'd be cool to really test the whip system out. Big 200 plus jumps, 200 foot plus jumps, stuff like that to hit would be cool for a DLC. I would actually purchase that DLC if you came out with that, but yeah, dudes, either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later.